A word from the Rebbe on this week's Parshas Shemos. In Parshas Shemos we learn, Vayavidu Mitzrayim as Bnei Yisrael beforech. The Mitzrayim made the Yidden work beforech. And what does beforech mean? Rashi says, Ba'aveda kosher, hard labor. And then the Pasuk says, Vayemoros chayim ba'aveda kosher, and they made their lives bitter with this hard labor. And the Rebbe says, it's possible that nowadays a person should be in a similar situation like the Yidden were in Mitzrayim and in Golus, and it is not in the same form, but similar to what the Pasuk says, but the Yidden in Mitzrayim. They worked beforech. What does beforech mean, hard labor? What does hard labor mean? So the Rambam, in Hilchas Avodim, when he speaks about the din, where it says in the Torah that if you buy an Eved Ivri, a Jewish slave, you're not allowed to make him work Avedas Perech. And the Rambam explains what's Avedas Perech is you're not allowed to do. So the Rambam says it means Avedas Perech is work she'ein le kitzva v'she'ein le kieles, work that has no limit or it has no purpose, no gain. That means in simple pshat, you can't tell your Eved, work here and do this and this job till I come back, without telling him for an hour or 2 hours. So as far as he's concerned, he doesn't know when the end will be. That's called Avedas Perech. Or you tell him to do something that you don't need. There's no purpose in doing it. There's no gain. But you just want him to work and do it. You're not allowed to do that either. So we see from the Rambam that Avedas Perech means work that has no limit and work that has no tieles, has no purpose. This is possible by Yid nowadays also in a ruchnisdike way. When a Yid is involved in his making a living, completely immersed in the gashmias of it, so much so, it's possible that he's involved so much that there is no limit to it. Really what's supposed to be, you're supposed to do your parnasa, you're supposed to make a living, and you're supposed to work, but with a limit. There's time when you have to have with a minyan, time when you have to go learn a shir and learning other mitzvahs. The work has to have a limit. But sometimes people, unfortunately, are involved so much day and night, and there's no limit. The time of learning is not a time, and time of davening is not a time. And that's Avedas Perech in Ruchnius. Also, if you do that, it's an Aveda she'ein le teyelis. It has no purpose. Because in order to really make a living, and Hashem should give you the bracha that you should make a good living, you have to do everything properly apei halacha. So you have to daven with a minyan, you have to learn Torah, you have to do everything that you have to do beruchnius. Then Hashem will give you the bracha. But if chas v'sholom you're so involved so much that there is no limit to it, then there is no gain. You will not gain what you want to gain. So that's called ein letielas, that's not tielas. And this is the union of Mitzrayim possible nowadays. So Yid like that could be in Golus Mitzrayim. And his life is bitter, not his physical life, but his spiritual life. So when the Pasuk says further, on this Avedas Perech, that they made their lives bitter, in this case you make your spiritual life bitter. And a Yid has to know that this is Golus Mitzrayim. And since we always celebrate Yitzias Mitzrayim, especially Pesach, so we have to know that we have to get out of it. The Yid has to get out of it. The Yid should not work Avedas Perech like this. He should know that his work that he does in Gashmias has to have a limit. Certain times you don't do it. It has to have a te'eles. You have to do it in a proper way, learning and davening. Then the Eibusher will send him the bracha. And that is a personal Yitzias Mitzrayim, a personal geula from the Shibud of Mitzrayim of Avedas Perech.